Let's go. Manu Crooks. Where are you gonna run? Yeah. Just making sure I got that right.
Yeah, he went to our school, right? Yeah, what happened to that kid? I don't know, he was super sweet though. He was the sweetest. He really switched up though.
I was saying, what happened to that kid we went to school with?
Lately I've been extra bored, bro. Same, man. These days tough.
The run back challenge.
So Shan, I'm presuming this is the area Manu grew up in.
Yeah, so I just started rapping, man. I want to take this seriously, bro. Hopefully it's gonna take off, man.
Is that audio of him when he was actually a kid? Or is that someone recreating it and voice acting?
Don't make me pull up, cause I'ma start spraying. Woo! Look at my castle, guys be calling me Richie Rich. He got zeros, I got commas, rock, remember Lissy, I got I subbed up, call me a chopper, milli, rock on any block. Shut up, bro.
Alright, so it's just, I think it's just setting the stage of where he's from. It's a long intro. Hope this is an actual fucking track and not just like a promo thing. I'm presuming it is. I'm just presuming it just has a mad long start.
Tell us where they're going on. How they going. Are you done? I'm laughing at this cunt. I met this girl and she's hotter than the sun. How you hotter than the sun? Must be nice when you go run for your life when you hear the sirens on.
Okay. Interesting segue. Let's go. Nearly 2 minutes in and we're finally in. Let's see what he's coming with. That drop is disgusting. Disgusting. Let's go. Where?
How you coming for the one? Are you dumb? I'm laughing at these cunts. I met this girl and she hotter than the sun.
Okay, and now he's flipping the lyrics from the Ute. I want to know, was that really him as a Ute? If so, that's cold that he's now turned that into a song. If not, I like the way he segued that still.
Tell us where they're gonna run. How you coming for the one?
For the one.
I'm laughing at these cunts.
Laughing at these.
Girl and she hotter than the sun.
Than the sun?
How you hotter than the sun?
How?
Must be nice when you go run.
Run.
For your life when you hear the sirens on. This game's so ruthless. My young boys done left the old ones toothless, hopeless. I mean, I felt away when they came, told us focus. Some jokers don't ever wanna grow up, no way. Still getting locked up, still getting stomped out.
Yeah, Manu loves coming with these unorthodox flows, man.
Left the old ones toothless, hopeless. I mean, I felt
like, you think that the rhyming scheme is gonna be off the word toothless, but then he changes it to hopeless. Like, you see how it's like a double. Yeah, it's mad. Weird.
This game's so ruthless. My young boys done left the old ones toothless.
Ruthless, no, toothless, hopeless, and then he switches it. That's what it's on. So unorthodox, it keeps you on your toes the entire time.
Your life when you hear the sirens on. This game's so ruthless. My young boys done left the old ones toothless, hopeless. I mean, I felt away when they came, told us focus. Some jokers don't ever wanna grow up, no way. Still getting locked up, still getting stomped out. At times with it, they're stomping out, popping out. Who been flopping out, hopping out? Who's the softest one? Point them out. There's no sobbing out. And you've been dodging us, dramas that you've been causing us, starring us in this movie. The credits how the name dropping us for some girls, and how the fuck we allowed them back then? Whoa, we let it slide, and felt us lacking. We have them lenses in our Benzes when we cruising tapped in. When we cruising active, forget who you knew way back then. How they come?
Videography. Director Daniel Merson, shout out to you and everyone that is a part of the team on this. That's a big team. But shout out to the lot of you. The video's nuts.
Tell us where they're gonna run. How you coming for that one?
Right.
Are you dumb? I'm laughing at these cunts. I met this girl and she hotter than the sun.
Right.
How you hotter than the sun?
Right.
Must be nice when you go run for your life. They thought they caught us slipping off their coast, whoa, staying on the low. I just figured they're gon' boast, whoa, who making the dough? I just CC'd all my old woes just to let them know that I can't leave this life alone, no, they won't let me go. They think I'm outnumbered, all these lands that we've conquered. I bring up culture and the conversation's getting awkward. They're down at Oxford with the that we've conquered. I bring up culture and the conversation's getting awkward. They're down at Oxford with deployment on our fucking areas. Blast the system, I ain't trying to hear it. Hey,
his cadence when he's spitting certain lyrics, like
down at Oxford with deployment on our fucking areas.
diplomas in my fucking areas, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so, again, unorthodox is the best way to describe Manu Crooks as an artist, and he's always keeping on your toes, man. I never know what to expect from this brother. Never know.
Getting awkward. They're down at Oxford with deployment on our fucking areas. Blast the system, I ain't trying to hear it. Hey, can't be living in the past. There's no.
And he's not afraid to switch up the rhyming scheme. Like, he won't rhyme 4, 8, 16 bars at a time. He just switches it whenever he feels like. It's almost, there's a very loose structure to how he puts his bars together. It makes me wonder whether he writes or whether he goes in the booth and just spits freely, because if it's planned, I want to know how particular he plans things, or whether it is just improvised and he goes off of the vibe. I want to know, because how he does certain things really confuses me in such a good way.
On our fucking areas, blast the system, I ain't trying to hear it. Hey, can't be living in the past, there's no attachments to that. I told her, don't be talking back if you ain't got a bubble butt. Bitches that I sack.
Don't be talking back if you ain't got a bubble butt. Man said, if you ain't got the Bundesliga, then I don't want to know. You know, on a little right, you know them vibe there.
There's no attachments to that. I told her, don't be talking back if you ain't got a bubble butt. Bitches that I sacked, I threw them back out on the M4. We couldn't give a fuck about law when we come knocking at your door. How they coming for the done, my nigga, where they gonna run? Tell us where they gonna run. How you coming for that one? Are you dumb? I'm laughing at these cunts. I met this girl and she
hotter than the sun. How you hotter than the sun?
Must be nice when you go run for your life. I heard they got some guns. Knocking at your door, you can back door.
Hard beat as well, man. Hard. It's panning left and right. Cold video, cold production, cold. Round of applause. This is one of them projects that you just have to give a round of applause to, because everyone has done their part. As I said, from production to how those drums knock, you know what I mean? Like, crazy. It gives such a nice foundation for Manu Crooks to go and do his thing. Then you got the videography that just brings this track to life and gives it a lot of backstory and context. And I wonder if this is going to be like an intro to a project. Let me just check the description really quick. Available on all platforms. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's part of a project in particular, but cold. As I said, I kind of said everything already, but Manu doesn't ever leave you with the feeling of you know what you're getting. Like, even now, I still don't know what style he brings to the table, and I mean that in the best way possible. I know to expect the unexpected, I guess. Like, I know that's a cliche saying, but that's kind of the case with this man. Like, it's nuts, and I think he's really talented. And I'll be real, like, when people from a couple years back were saying, like, yeah, Manu Crooks this, Manu Crooks that, I was like, is he an industry plant? Like, why does everyone go on about him and I don't hear enough about him? But I'm starting to see the vision within it now. Like, he's really starting to flourish, in my opinion anyway. But maybe I'm just late to really catch on to what he's been doing. Like, I understand he's been making music for years. Do you guys feel like his music's been getting better recently? Or has he just been slept on for too long? Like, what do you, man, think? Because I'll be real, I've only started really paying attention in the last, like, 6 months to a year or so, as a rough estimate of a time frame. But, yeah, Like, I apologize for sleeping on Manu Crooks because I think he's actually a cold artist. And I now want to go back to his older stuff and see if I appreciate it in a different way. That happens to me with plenty of artists. Gigs is the best example from the UK. I slept on Gigs for years, never liked his stuff, and just over time learned to appreciate it in a different way. So it does happen with some artists. You don't fuck with them at first, and then over time you're like, yo, no, I can actually vibe with this. And then, you know what I mean? It's, you know how they say your taste buds change over the years. I say your music ears can change over the years as well. Don't be afraid to go back to an artist that you may have written out early doors, because people can definitely change for the better. Or maybe it was good all along and you just slept on them. It's entirely possible.